Hello and welcome to We Build on DeFiChain. Today with the second episode where we present community projects, their work and what's behind. In this week we have the top most voted CFPs in our shows, and in this episode I will present DFSneo. But before we start, please give us a like, subscribe the channel and click the bell button so you will not miss any show in the future. And then I would directly jump into my welcome, the two guys from this project, Alex and Nils. There are more in the background, I know, but today I have these two in the show. And yeah, the stage is more or less yours. You can now pitch your project, show us what's behind DFSneo and why you want to be funded from the community fund.
Yeah, hello everybody. Thank you, Daniel, for having us. I'm Nils. I had the idea for DFSneo in December last year because the D assets, as we all know, started in this month last year. And for me, myself, I started investing into them like a lot of people on DeFiChain, but not to get exposure in the underlying assets, but to do liquidity mining with them because the APRs were quite attractive and you could make a lot of money there. But then I realized that this is not the real use case of these D assets, as we call them. The real use case is to invest in them just to get an exposure in the underlying asset. And I realized that nobody was doing it in December. And I thought that maybe not enough people will do it in the future. They will just do it again and again for doing liquidity mining. And then I thought about how to get more people into the system, more people who are not familiar with using a wallet, creating a private key and handle with seed phrases and stuff like that. And then I got the idea to build a custodial brokerage for the D assets in form of a mobile app. And so the project DFSneo was born. And the idea is to get the average guy, out there into the DeFiChain system and let him invest in the D assets, because the D assets, as we all know, have some nice benefits against normal assets. For sure, they have disadvantages as well, but yeah, we want to bring the benefits of the D assets to everybody. That's the idea behind DFSneo. And now I will give the mic to Alex.
Thank you, Nils.
Talk about a little bit more about our app and give you a little scope of functions.
I will gladly do that. First off, I'm Alex. I'm a young entrepreneur from Germany, and I'm relatively new to the DeFi space, but I was quickly amazed how the DeFiChain community makes things work and how progressive we are on this particular chain. Yeah, as Nils already mentioned, I will be going to give you some insights into the app, into our previous and future development and our general plans where we are going to go with the app. But before I start with that, I want to give everybody who supported us a big thank you. We were surprised at how thoroughly and how good you tested the app. Over 160 people downloaded the app from the Apple Beta Test Flight Store or the Google Beta Play Store and gave us a ton of feedback. We really appreciate this. We appreciate the support you gave us on Reddit so that we can be here today. And we are looking forward to creating a very cool thing on the DeFi chain.
Cool.
What is DFSneo? Nils already talked about it. We are building a custodial mobile brokerage app. Daisy, Daniel, if you want to maybe share, great, share a screen. If you aren't familiar with this is our website. Everything we're talking about can be found here and on our Telegram channel and Twitter. If you haven't already, feel free to follow us. The basic principle is that we want to bring the DeFi chain to the average Joe. We want to make it as easy to invest in the asset as it is for for normal people to invest via Trade Republic or Scalable in normal stocks. Crypto is based with a lot of bias, and we want to take this bias away by creating an easy to use, up to date, and simply good looking app with a lot of hidden or not so hidden benefits. I will show you the current version of the app. This is my personal build release, so this is a little bit more up to date than the newest build. As you can see, it is structured like your average brokerage app. You have your dashboard where you can see your portfolio balance over the last 24 hours, and then you can see your current investments sorted by the newest to the last newest, your recently closed orders in case you forgot what you bought or what you sold. And if you want to have a little bit more insights about your portfolio, you can always check out your portfolio screen. There you once again see the portfolio balance. You can structure it via month to date, year to date, and 2 years to see an overall progression of your balance. Right now, we are also working on including the performance and not only the pure balance, because as you can see, the balance is affected by deposits and withdrawal. The performance, of course, is only dependent on the performance of the stocks you picked. If you scroll a little bit further, you can see the absolute and relative change of your portfolio over the last 24 hours, just so you know what's going on. You can see which stocks are performing best and which stocks are performing worst. And of course, you can see the total current allocation. For my example, I am maybe a little bit overexposed in Tesla right now. That's something that I could easily identify and fix with the app. For example, if I want to say, hey, I'm overexposed in Tesla, I want to buy more Amazon, I would go on the trade section. Now I can filter either by the assets I already have and see, okay, I already have Amazon, or I can say I want to see only the normal stocks, find Amazon here, or of course also use the search bar to see Amazon. Now, when we switch to the detailed screen, this is a screen which needs to provide easy and enough information for a user to make sure if he wants to buy or sell this asset. For that, we can once again change the scale of the performance, and we can see, okay, Amazon is dipping, but overall maybe there is an upwards trend. We can see how my current Amazon investment is working out right now. Not too good, but also not too bad. And if I say, okay, this sounds good, I'm interested, I know what Amazon is about, the public sentiment is working out for me, then I can say I want to buy Amazon. And now one of the beautiful things come in. For D tokens to be bought, you don't need enough money to buy one whole D token. For example, I can say I only have $10 or maybe let's say $100 left to buy Amazon. That's no problem. I get 0.7 shares. That's something that we can provide, which the average normal neo broker cannot really provide. So if we want to create that order, we just have to wait a second, and we see successful Amazon has been bought. And if we now switch back to the portfolio and give it a second to refill, we should see, I'm not too sure, we should see that either it already has gone up or it will go up in the next couple of minutes. And yeah, this is our current beta version. I really want to emphasize that the beta version is not a prototype. This is not a throwaway product. This is an early development stage. The things we are working on right now and that you can see are an early version of that, what is going to hit the market at the start of next year, if everything goes as planned. So we are already quite far ahead for a CFP. We've put a lot of work, thoughts and progress into it to show the community that we really stand by what we do, and that we are already invested, we have skin in the game, and therefore we apply for appropriate funding amount to bring this product on the market, to make it a reality and to launch it.
Okay, great. May I ask a question? So it looks really very similar to neobrokers I know and I am using. And if I trade on their platform, I have to pay a fee. For example, for every order, 50 cents or very expensive. Normally the saving plans are cheaper, but if I want to just buy something, it costs a lot of money. How is your fee structure in the neo broker?
Yeah, Nils, do you want to say something?
We want to offer trading in our app completely free of charge. Maybe you want to ask how we can afford this. If I had to say it in an easy way, we are planning to do liquidity mining with the assets of our customers, as normal brokers do it as well. In German, it's called Wertpapierleihe. I don't know the exact English word. Maybe you can help me, Daniel or Alex.
No, sorry.
Normal brokers.
So you are using customer funds to invest.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, to short traders or something like that. And it's quite a similar way to gain some profits. And normal brokers can make 1, 2, 3% with this over a year. And we are in the situation that we still can make 10, 20, 30% over a year with this on DeFiChain. And so we don't have to charge our customers any fees to trade the assets on our platform.
Okay, good. That sounds good. Next question. How can I start? So I can download later on the app, and how can I deposit funds? I see just this button here. So how does it work in reality over the world, only in Germany? How can I enter this system?
Alex?
Yeah, as of right now, you can just deposit pretty much how much you want because it's a beta version. Sadly, this won't be possible with the real thing. We are planning to make first a soft launch where you can deposit DUSD directly into a assigned wallet address. That's just as easy as making any transaction on the blockchain. For the public launch, it is planned, or not only planned, we are already working on it, that we integrate part of the DFX on and off ramp into our system, so that without leaving our app, you can use the DFX service to get money into the system via a SEPA-Lastschrift or anything pretty much that works for DFX. Of course, you have to run through a KYC process that is unavoidable, and after that, you just deposit your money. You pretty much get one-to-one what you deposited in DUSD from example, from normal dollar to DUSD. If you deposit $100 via DFX, you are going to get $100 in DUSD. We are even covering the DFX fees that we are also subject to. We are working together with DFX. A great shout out to them. They are really open-minded about becoming a more used service provider, and we are happy to use their service and to make an integration which is as easy and quick for our future users as possible.
Yeah, and maybe I can add something. In the future, it will be possible to easily send nearly any native cryptocurrency to our app, and then you can get exposure into stocks and ETFs and stuff like that from your crypto gains without leaving the crypto space.
Okay, yeah, but that's from my perspective, then the customers coming from the crypto, your intro was a kind of, okay, we want to acquire people which are not in the crypto space from traditional stocks and ETF saving plans. So they are not familiar with crypto, They need a kind of fiat on and off ramp, credit card, SEPA, what else exists in the world, PayPal maybe.
That's our main target audience. The last mention was just a little addition.
Okay, great. then it looks very good. Yeah, it looks nearly finished.
Thanks a
beta
lot.
version. Why do you need the fund, yeah, from the community? So where are the DFEs used? What is the purpose? What are your plans? Maybe some outlook from your side here.
Great. Thanks for the question. First of all, I want to point out that we have a very detailed spreadsheet linked in our GitHub post where basically all the funds are and all the planned spending is calculated on the cent. So I'm going to go over the biggest positions. If that's okay, I don't want to cover any every small detail. The most of the funds will be used so that we can operate. As already many Reddit users pointed out, creating a neo broker is no easy task if you only have 2 or 3 developers at hand. We want to expand our team. We are currently looking forward to hiring 3 more developers in the upcoming month. We want to hire 1 person for quality assurance, testing, and project management. And we want to hire 1 person in part-time for general operations and management and all the little things that come up. Because we are hiring these people, we have to calculate with an average market wage over the next 12 months, because of course we do have some responsibility regarding the people we are hiring, and we cannot calculate with only 2 or 3 wages for our future employees. That would be irresponsible. The main team is not taking any wage. We are sustaining ourselves from our current financial investments and the money we have saved up. So everything that's going to spend on wages is for new employees to come into the space. Another not so small part is regarding public relations, marketing, and bug bounties. With our current proposal, it is not planned to make a very big marketing appearance, because this is simply no easy task and not enough money. We want to make specific marketing events in which we can hire talents from either within the DeFi chain or within the crypto community itself, or to communities who are very close to it. So small and very targeted marketing campaigns are planned to hire, as I said, to hire people and to bring attention to people who are already having an eye on this sort of project. And of course, since we want to guarantee for the best user experience and of course also for safety of the user funds, we are putting out a bug bounty program in which everybody who finds a bug regarding of the severity of the bug will get paid an appropriate amount of money for reporting this bug and not abusing it. Basically, everything that we've planned out, and I again like to refer to our spreadsheet because it's very detailed there, is our spendings that are planned for the next 12 months and which will allow us to make this project a reality, which will allow us to publish it and to have enough money to sustain ourselves after the publish for 1 or 2 months. We are very looking forward to being self-sustained after that period of time, and therefore we are not planning on making further CFPs for our project development or marketing. So to keep it really short and simple, we need money to hire more people, to make this a reality, to have a certain outreach, and to publish the project and start being cash positive.
Okay. Then a question in the community I have to raise. Why should we, as a decentralized project, fund a more or less for-profit company? You know, maybe you have read these questions in Reddit and so on. What's your answer here?
Also, thanks for that question. It's not the first time this question has come up. I think it's a basic understanding and ideology that for-profit companies can bring more value and more growth onto a blockchain than purely non-profit companies or purely non-profit projects. in simple terms, having a project out there and reaching people and providing a value costs money. This is not for free. And you either have the option to rely on further CFPs for everything you want to do with marketing, for every time you want to hire somebody, and to be fully sustained out of the community fund, or you have the opportunity to have an initial investment to show what you've done over the last 6-7 months and to show that you're committed, and also to give the promise that we are not going to take any further CFPs for development, and still provide a tremendous amount of value. Because this is the first, or I don't want to be over optimistic, but this is one of the first projects where I think this is something my mother could use. And this is our goal. I want to have a project that good and that easy that I could just give it my mom the project in the hand and say, okay, here you go. You know everything you have to know, and you can be part of the DeFi chain without knowing anything about crypto.
Okay, thanks. Anything else you want to show us here in the screen share? Otherwise, I will switch the scene back.
No, I think you can switch it.
Yeah.
Cool. Then here we are. Yeah, thanks for showing us what you have built so far. A lot of work, I think, was there invested looking like this, the app you showed, give us a small impression. Everyone who is interested in, I learned there's a beta version, you can participate, try it out, reach out you in case of an issue. There was one guy, Christian Pedersen, our regular guest in the show, with an issue. He wrote, I will do an issue next time. Something is going wrong on his phone. So you need the feedback from the community. Everyone interested in, please use it, try it out. And then next Monday, voting starts. Every masternode has the opportunity and should vote for all the CFP out there, not only for yours. I wish you all the best for the voting. I have really no idea of the outcome for any CFP this round.
Maybe one last thing that we would like to add, as stated in our CFP proposal, we are currently viewing the community funding as a poor funding. We know that since we are for profit, some people are having a problem with that. And as we already stated in our post, we are open for discussion, either in poor payback or in letting the community fund participate of our success. We just want to give it out there because as of right now, we haven't got any feedback regarding of that. Nobody said, okay, I like the idea of making the community fund kind of a shareholder of this project and benefiting long time. Just so that you're aware of it, we are open for discussion and just so you know.
Great.
So if you can take the time, please read our whole CFP.
Yeah, it's a very, very long one. Honestly speaking, I started to read it, and some passages I just skipped and jumped to the next one. It was a very long one. Okay, I will have a look again to the passages I missed. Everyone out there should read it before voting. Yes,
absolutely.
It's a general rule for all the CFPs. First read what is behind and then vote, not because of the headline. Thanks for joining this show. Thanks for presenting your project.
Really thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
And I wish you all the best for the voting round, like every other CFP for sure. And we will see then in 1.5, nearly 2 weeks, what's the outcome.
Yep, absolutely.
Have a great time. See you soon.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.